Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TRL, Total Wrestling Live, episode 53, coming to you from the Monster Factory in Paulsboro, New Jersey, where we are just 1 week out of the Larry Sharpe Memorial Cup, where we have a new Monster Factory champion, and we're going to start the show tonight with a celebration.
Welcome to another episode of Total Wrestling Live! Please welcome, from world-renowned, Chris Desmond!
Chris Desmond set here to do the emceeing duties for Nick Batti's celebration. They asked me, and I responded with some salty language and said, no, wait a second. Did someone... This looks like Devlin Ridley's mini-me here. That's the original MF making his TRL debut.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Desmond couldn't be here because he unfortunately got into a fight. But ladies and gentlemen, at this time, could we get the entire locker room out here?
Chris Desmond apparently having some sort of altercation prior to this celebration, this championship celebration for new Monster Factory champion Nick Batti, as the entire locker room empties out here to pay homage to this new champion. See Brian Morris and Nick Batti with front row VIP seats for this celebration. Lord help us all, Nick Batti is a double champion.
I am absolutely thrilled to have this opportunity to give a salute to such excellence. The 2024 Larry Sharpe Memorial Tournament is now in the books, and what a night to remember. The brackets were filled with a variety of contenders, all vying for the Larry Sharpe Cup and the Monster Factory Championship. Some of the nominees were Sebastian Valentino, Prime Time Christian Darling, Wet Brett Waters, Ryan Murphy from the world famous Monster Factory, Stevie Brooks, the Guarantee Mike Z, and others. It was a historic event with an amazing set of contests, but in the end, an incredible main event concluded with the victor, who will now enter the history books as a key figure in Monster Factory history. And the title goes to The Focus, Nick Batti.
Nick Batti overcoming Travis Jacobs and Mike Z in the final of the Larry Sharpe Memorial Cup tournament to be crowned the new Monster Factory champion. You don't have to like Nick Batti, but I'll tell you, that final contest there, he was in a fight and he prevailed. And now he is getting his flowers, as it were, accompanied to the ring by the Wonder Boy Brian Morris. As we prepare to hear from our new champion. Wait a second now. Chris Desmond, we now know who Chris Desmond got into that fight with. That's Mark Raspa Jr. as the Monster Factory locker room goes over and tries to break them up. Nick, chaos here at the start of TRL episode 53. I'm going to go try to restore some order here. Nick Petit got ruined. My heart is breaking. Now, sarcasm aside, I'm sorry, I'm going to try to get the show back on track here. I have a couple announcements. I was going to do this later in the show, but I guess I'll just do it now, and then we'll get into regular TRL like you like. So first of all, back to school meetings from the Monster Factory coming up on September 7th with a 7 p.m. bell time. Make sure you get your tickets. If you need to know where to get your tickets, follow the Monster Factory on all the social media channels. Tickets start at $10. The following week on September 14th, Missy Sampson's female promotion, Bell to Bell, presents Saved by the Bell with a 3 p.m. bell time, with a 2 p.m. VIP meet and greet. Tickets available at belltobell.com and on Bell to Bell's social media. And finally, you know if I'm out here, I have to sell t-shirts, right? Yeah. So listen, here's the thing. I found this out. Baggy is back in, right? So all I have left out there are XL, 2XL, and 3XL. So it doesn't matter if you're a regular like an L. Baggy looks good on you. They're $20 each, 2 for $30. Please buy the t-shirts so I can stop having to sell them to you. In any case, let's get on with the show. Let's get the first match out here right now. And let's get started with TRL 53.
This was not the plan at all, ladies and gentlemen. Pete Carter is out here shilling his t-shirts to anybody who will listen. Nick Petit's celebration gets ruined.
Our opening contest is scheduled for one fall. From Bayside, New Jersey, weighing at 200 pounds, on Wild Child, Christian Rocco.
How are you, Brian? Good to see you.
I can't believe you, Pete. You come out here and make fun of this travesty that just took place. This travesty that just took place in the middle of this ring, a celebration for the new Monster Factory champion, and you have the audacity to not only make fun of it, but then plug your own product, your own t-shirts to these idiots?
If only I was plugging my own t-shirts that are available at Pete Carter's pwtees.com store. But anyway, hey, we're here for TRL 53. Good to be back on the microphone with you here, Brian. Opening contest with Wild Child Christian Rocco, getting ready to face off against someone who's been here a couple times the last few weeks. Samel Fozzy.
Also weighing in at 200 pounds, representing the Fozzy Republic, the president, Samel Fozzy.
Did I hear that ring announcer correctly? Both of these competitors weigh exactly 200 pounds?
That is, yes. So a very even matchup here on our opening contest, TRL 53.
How long's it been since we've been together on commentary, Pete?
It's been a couple months. It's been a while. The last time we were together, Nick Petit hadn't tried to blind me yet, so, you know.
What? I don't know what you're
Yeah,
talking
you missed that.
Now, I hate to admit this, Pete, but it is impressive seeing Christian Rocco here after the injuries that he suffered just 6 days ago as part of the Larry Sharp Memorial Cup. A pretty bad shoulder injury, if I'm understanding.
So I don't mean to be mean to Christian Rocco, but the man really needs to have the word fragile tattooed on his back or something, because at this point, issues with his head with a concussion. He hurt his hand. He's got a bad knee. He's busted up his shoulder. Yeah, he's literally being held together with duct tape and a prayer at this point. So we'll have to see what those injuries factor into this match here with Samel Fozzy, who is not a competitor to take lightly.
You said it, not me, Pete.
I'm just saying. I call it like I see it, Brian. I love Christian Rocco, but he's had some problems here physically. So see if he can overcome those challenges. Right now, though, Fozzy controlling things, the wrist lock, and Rocco reverses now.
Fozzy? That's his name?
Yep.
Like the band?
I think it's F-A-W-Z-I, like the Republic, but you see here that we talk about that size, the 200 pounds matchup there, as Rocco did not budge the president.
I Fozzy grabbing a wrist lock early on. Obviously, may have watched the Larry Sharp Memorial Cup, maybe scouted that shoulder injury, an impressive leapfrog. Christian outsmarted him.
Leapfrog now from Rocco, and a beautiful drop kick right square on the jaw for Samel Fozzy. Follows through the shoulder block right in that turnbuckle in the corner.
Good counter from Fozzy, just a straight elbow to the head instead of being lifted up for that back suplex, and Christian counters one of his own.
Oh, beautiful. I'll tell you what, for all I said about Christian Rocco and his injuries, he's looking fantastic so far here tonight on TRL.
Was an impressive run for him just 6 days ago. Made it all the way to the semifinals, but could not get the job done. And Pete, that's really been the story of Christian Rocco's career since we kicked him out of World Renowned. I mean, let's be frank.
Devastating backdrop there from Samel Fozzy on the wild child Christian Rocco. Rocco trying to find his groove. Sometimes he's out here solo, other times he's out here with Oliver as part of the Ollie Rock Express. It's going to be jarring to go from singles and tag back and forth and not have that consistency, especially when you're off for extended periods of time with injury. Hard for Rocco to stay in the groove.
I usually can relate to these situations in the ring, but I can't relate to that. I mean, World Renowned is as strong as ever, Pete. That's why Nick Batty is the Monster Factory champion and the winner of the 2024 Larry Sharp Memorial Cup. Christian Rocco and Oliver would know nothing about success like that.
Oh, chops now from Fozzy. Well, I mean, they were former Monster Factory tag team champions. And by the way, I will say this about Nick Batty. You left something out. He is also still the Monster Factory arena champion.
That's right. Thank you for reminding me.
Series of right hands now from Rocco, but Fozzy quickly counters that, sending Rocco into the corner. Full head of steam and catches an elbow. Oh! Takes him down, going for the cover now. 2!
Christian Rocco looked worse for wear, and then a stiff chop from Fozzy may have just woken him up. It's been all Rocco since that battle in the opposite corner.
Rocco now laying in right hands into the side of Fozzy's head. And the crowd can count to 10. Impressive here in Paulsboro as Fozzy reverses and sends Rocco into the corner. Oh, misses! Going for that crossbody, crashing down onto the mat. Sling blade now from Fozzy, and Fozzy's taking control of this, going for the cover. 2!
He's wrestling an impressive match so far. If I've done my research correctly, Pete, he has a bit of a losing streak here at the Monster Factory. Not exactly a pushover opponent in Christian Rocco, but he's trying to get back on track, and the backbreaker might help him out with that.
That's the thing, Brian, with Samel Fozzy, in his matches, late in his matches, frustration tends to set in when he cannot put an opponent away. He starts to lose his cool, he loses his focus, and then he ultimately ends up on the short end of the stick when it comes to winning the match.
I did see him walking around here earlier today. He is an angry individual, now that you bring it up.
Firing himself up now, going in, Rocco leapfrogs over, and Fozzy crashing down now. Going in now, oh, clothesline. Impressive offensive series here from Christian Rocco, picking up Fozzy, but Fozzy drops down and escapes. Oh, beautiful, a back elbow off the middle rope there.
Springboard back elbow from Rocco. I have not seen that before. That was not in his moveset when we did our battles in the ring.
Rocco now getting ready, firing up this crowd here in Paulsboro. Picking up Fozzy once again. Fozzy going for the cover. Handful of tights.
Oh my goodness.
Almost stole one there. The president. Oh, drop kick sends Rocco crashing down.
Wait a second, Fozzy going up top. It seems the shotgun drop kick, all too familiar if you're watching the big league.
Oh,
my goodness.
That should be it. 1, 2. Unbelievable. The heart of Christian Rocco fighting through and kicking out of that beautiful frog splash from Samel Fozzy.
Frog splash that looked eerily similar to the one that Rocco employs in many of his matches in the past.
This crowd getting into this now as Rocco struggles to get back to his feet, and Fauzi line him up, going for that discus. Up, Rocco's got him up. Oh, heartbreak on vinyl. 1, 2, and 3.
Here is your winner, Christian Rocco.
I'll tell you what, Brian, Rocco looked really good in this match here tonight. Great singles outing for him. Although Fauzi took him to the limit, he persisted and is your victor in our opening contest here on TRL 53.
Heartbreak on vinyl.
That's well, he doesn't actually have a name for that yet, so I'm helping him out. It's, I'm workshopping some stuff for him. So
that's not too bad. Jeez.
So much going on here at the Monster Factory, Brian, following the Larry Sharp Memorial Cup, the fallout from that. Mark Rasper retained the middleweight medallion, but obviously we saw his issues with Chris Desmond are not over.
Who's ready for more wrestling? Our next match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Jake Manley from Eden, Maryland, weighing in at 205 pounds, Liam Black.
Broad Street Bullies unsuccessful in their attempt to unseat the Body Snatchers this past Saturday at the Larry Sharp Memorial Cup in that tag team championship matchup. So trying to get back on the winning track here tonight, Liam Black in solo competition, but of course accompanied by the Broad Street Bully himself.
Weighing in at 199 pounds from Philadelphia by way of Atlanta, the American Dream,
Mookie Summers making a second appearance here on TRL. Trains out of Catch Point up in the north to northeast area of Philadelphia. Trained originally by Mikey Speedball Bailey.
Really?
Yes, great background. Been wrestling for now about 2 years. The other week when you weren't here, they put Oliver on commentary with me, which was,
Oh, God.
well,
How was that?
I mean, it was okay. But Oliver had a lot of great things to say about Mookie Summers, very familiar with him. So we shall see how Liam Black fares tonight. Great matchup of two young talents here on TRL.
Well, Liam Black obviously with the advantage because he has Jake Manley out here, Pete. I mean, it's not rocket science. You bring your friends to the ring with you, usually things go well. And I don't think Mookie's been here long enough to make any friends at the Monster Factory.
The crowd led into Liam Black.
What?
Mr. Softy.
Softy? That's disgusting. Whoa.
As far as I know, Liam Black does not drive an ice cream truck.
Jeez.
A series of arm drags now from Mookie Summers, and look at that drop kick. Great standing drop kick there. Sends Liam Black reeling. Oh! Sends Black over. Definitely a power
there's
game
the
here from
difference
Mookie
maker.
Summers. Yep. That Broad Street Bully. Perfect position there, and Black misses though. Summers takes him over again.
Another T-bone leg suplex from Mookie Summers. Look at the way he moves around the ring.
He's got the speed, and he definitely, you can tell the power. The power game is definitely on his side here.
Well, Black might be hurt here, Pete.
Referee checking on him now. But look at Manley. Oh! Just like you said there, Brian. Jake Manley paying dividends for Liam Black. Taking out Mookie Summers with the clothesline, and Black now crawling over.
Not sure if that was planned between Jake Manley and Liam Black, or if Jake Manley just saw the opportunity to take advantage and to make a difference in this match.
Oof! Chops now from Black. on Summers in the corner, and you can tell. Oh!
His hand hurts, Pete.
Well, it's, he hit him hard there. Send Summers into the corner now. Whoa, where's he? He's. Oh!
Jeez.
That's the speed of Liam Black.
Oh, look out here.
Wow! My goodness. 1, 2. Summers kicks out of that. Liam Black just looks better each and every week. He is just constantly in a state of improvement, pulling out new moves, adding things to his arsenal, as Mookie Summers is finding out tonight.
We've seen triangle drop kicks from members of the MFPW roster where a competitor springboards on one side of the ring and kicks his opponent on the other. That was like a triangle springboard moonsault. I don't think I've seen that in quite a while.
There's a lot of geometry going on there.
Yeah.
Black now.
Oh,
Pele kick to the side of the head. DDT takes down Summers.
it's like a grazing shot to the jaw of Summers, and the DDT did the rest. Jake Manley almost playing the role of the official there, counting along with the official. The problem is Manley counted to 3 and the official only 2. Barely 2.
Barely 2. Of course, everyone in the, well, we talked about this crowd's counting ability earlier. Trying to counteract the referee, who now is laying in that 5 count. Liam Black has to make sure he doesn't get disqualified here, being a little over-aggressive.
I think it's just the right amount of aggression, Pete. He didn't get himself disqualified. He's taking advantage of the rules. He's stomping Mookie Summers out. He's keeping him on his back, taking him off his feet, and keeping that strength advantage literally on the ground.
Smart strategy there from Liam Black, absolutely. Wrenching in his chin lock now, putting his weight on the back of Mookie Summers. But Summers trying to fight his way up.
Jeez. Axe-handled shots to the stomach of Black. Look out! Whoa.
Reversal now, Summers. Oh!
Oh no.
They're going for the 3 amigos. Oh, there's 2.
Kept the hands claps. Referee almost had a count there for a pin,
And
but Mookie's not done.
No, there's that 3rd one, and for Liam Black, landing high on those shoulders. It's the 4 amigos. That's a lot of amigos. Oh!
My goodness.
Look at Summers. I am impressed by Mookie Summers. Everything that Oliver said about him is true. Oh, my goodness.
4 German suplexes, a flapjack. And now what's he looking for, Pete?
See what Mookie Summers has in mind. Back in that power game. Might be going for a power bomb or a pile driver.
Either one is bad enough.
Black blocked that and gets out. Now Summers grabbing the tights, going for it again.
Oh.
Ooh.
See the foot from Liam Black? He almost got a heel kick in on Mookie Summers there as he lifted him up.
And now Manley up on the side of the
Wait a
ring,
second.
arguing with the official. Official trying to get Jake Manley down. What did he just do?
It's an eye
Poked
poke.
him in the eye. Stomped him on the foot.
That's the way to take advantage behind the officials. Back and a springboard clothesline, a massive springboard clothesline.
That flying ability, 2, 3 of Liam Black pays dividends.
Here's your winner, Leo Black.
Doesn't matter how big your opponent is, if you go after the eyes, Pete, and you know this better than anybody,
Yeah, I do. Thanks for reminding me, Brian.
they're going to be at a significant disadvantage, and they're going to need some time to recover. Mookie just didn't have that. He ate that springboard clothesline before he knew what was going on.
And also, too, as you pointed out, the numbers game definitely played in to the Broad Street Bullies' advantage. And Liam Black here picking up a victory, getting back on the winning ways for the BSBs here on TRL.
Do they know that you call them that? The BSBs?
Well, it's like the Bat Street Boys, the Broad Street Bullies. It's, you know, the Broad Street. Well, you got it. I'll just stick to naming moves for
Now you
people.
got me confused. 2 officials out here for this one, Pete.
That's it's gotta be
The
Gotta be a
following
tag
contest
match.
is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of the Crucible Team Dynamite and the main attraction, El Dinero.
Now, it's been a while since you've been here on commentary, Brian. I don't know if you've had the pleasure of calling an Al Dinero match. Al's been super impressive in his recent Monster Factory appearances. Tim Dynamite coming in from the mean streets of Royersford, Pennsylvania, which is, of course, in Montgomery County.
Oh boy, and we're
Yes.
back, folks.
You are, yes.
Their opponents,
Oh no.
coming out from Summercamp, Cameron Pierce, Brian Murphy. They are Children of Earth.
Oh, jeez. Ooh, what's that smell? What is that? Ooh. That's very unpleasant. As
I didn't know they
But-
made 6XL. That's crazy.
let's had to pay a few extra dollars for that one, I'm sure.
Good God.
As Children of Heart make their way here in the ring. Very popular tag team here at the Monster Factory. Great
Oh, he might-
pairing.
Murphy might have hurt his back. Do you
Oh,
think
jeez.
Cam's he's gonna throw his jacket? I'd take that more than this T-shirt. I mean,
Cameron Pierce's ring gear looks fantastic. But look at this.
Look at the
They have matching
ring
tights.
gear. Oh my goodness.
That's it. It's official now. This wasn't just a one-time thing. They are now a full-time tag team, Brian.
Full-time tag team. Well, to answer your question, I have watched a few Al Dinero matches. I'm a big fan of his style. And I don't know if you noticed this to open the show, but when Nick Batty was getting his well-earned respect from the entire roster, Al Dinero complimented his jacket, as a matter of fact. And that's no small feat coming from him.
I'll tell you what, no small feat here as Tim Dynamite trying to toss around Cameron Pierce to no avail. Oh! Drop kick from Cameron Pierce. Just great height on that. You know, I talk about this every week when Cameron Pierce is in the ring. I say that he's the face of the Monster Factory Juniors program. It's easy to forget that he is as young as he is, just based on how talented he is. And now, just slapping and kicking Al Dinero. We see that agility,
Oh, and
but
there's the
Dinero
strength.
catches him. Ooh.
Back elbow from Pierce. Springboard off the second crossbody.
Takes Dinero down, and the King Piece tags in Brian Murphy now.
Nobody wants to see Brian Murphy in the ring. Whoa, bit of confusion here. Wheelbarrow splash. Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
Some tandem offense there from Children at Heart. Ooh, and a splash from Brian Murphy, going for a quick win here on Al Dinero.
Well, I hate to bring this up, Pete, but did you know that Brian Murphy has yet to be pinned or made to submit on TRL? Did
Yes.
you know that?
Oh, yeah, I'm aware of that. He has been, I think he's lost by disqualification.
Look at this.
Back and forth. Oh,
How about
takes him
that?
down with a shoulder block.
What?
Tim Dynamite. There we go. Nice distraction there. Dinero taking advantage of that and just running Brian Murphy over.
Sometimes that's all it takes, Pete. You just talk a little trash.
Oh! Slams Murphy down now, going for the casual cover and doesn't even get a one count there.
How much do you think those boots are? A stylish man like Al Dinero, how much do you think his boot budget is?
That's tough to say. I'm not, I'm going to guess high dollar. This is high-end stuff here.
Well, you're a stylish guy, Pete.
I try, but I'm not anywhere near as stylish as Al Dinero. I mean, even I'll admit that.
What did that eye patch cost?
$1.14 actually. Yeah, it was was on clearance. Oh, now Tim Dynamite tagged into this match. Strikes to the back of Brian Murphy's neck. As the old saying goes, Dynamite comes in small packages, and Tim Dynamite, explosive offense, unloading on Brian Murphy, gets a 2 count there.
Tim Dynamite trying to make a name for himself at the Monster Factory, and giving Brian Murphy his first pinfall or first submission loss would do just that.
Absolutely would be a feather in the cap of whoever accomplishes that feat. Oh!
Jeez.
We see the strength of De Niro, though, taking Murphy over.
Front face lock and just a single underhook. The strength, as you said, Pete, enough to get Brian Murphy all the way over for a modified suplex.
Squeezing now, Al De Niro using that strength of his, applying pressure to the lower back of Brian Murphy. Murphy wants to make a tag, I'm sure, at this point, if he can get out of this. Kingpiece trying to rally him.
Partner, yeah. Not anymore.
De Niro now needs to cut that ring in half, and watch out for that headbutt. Murphy now falling into the corner, makes the tag, and here comes Kingpiece Pierce ducking under that Tim Dynamite clothesline.
Might have knocked himself silly, but still falls and makes the tag to Pierce. Oh my goodness.
High-flying offense, high-speed offense from Cameron Pearson. Here we see those strikes. Series from the Kingpiece. Oh! And the Kingpiece might be getting ready to call checkmate here. Tags in Murphy now.
Well, there's the inexperience right there. He has all the momentum going for him. The crowd wants to see him go up top and hit something crazy, and he just tags in the guy that got beat up for 3 minutes.
Murphy, though, he Murphs up, and I think that's what's happened here. Drawing on that inner reserve of strength and just chopping away at Tim Dynamite.
This is disgusting.
Oh, great tandem offense there. Taking advantage of Dynamite in the corner now. Murphy.
Rolling Dynamite through. Oh my goodness, a tabletop. Yikes.
Oh, and going for the cover. I'm going to go talk to Children at Heart. I'll be right back.
Brian Murphy getting another win on TRL as Pete Carter leaves the broadcast position. An impressive start to the career of both of these, well, I almost said men, Brian Murphy and this kid, this child, Cameron Pierce. Another win for both of them. And frankly, folks, I can't believe it. I think Pete's had enough screen time tonight, guys. What do you think?
Children at Heart, tremendous victory here tonight on TRL. Come on in here, Brian Murphy. Come on over here, Cameron Pierce. So, the Larry Sharp Memorial Cup did not exactly go the way you two hoped. But I have to ask, what is next for Children at Heart?
Listen, we did the best that we could with the Larry Sharp Cup. But we had some obstacles along the way. The Broad Street Bullies have been in and interfered with us ever since Summer Splashdown. Jake Bailey got involved in my qualifying match against Nick Petit. This has all been in vain because I am still undefeated, unpinned, unsubmitted in singles competition on TRL. So whoever wants to step up, bring it on, because the Children at Heart will meet the call.
Well,
Hello there. Time to pick up the phone there, Brian. Who you booing?
They can't wrestle.
Brian, is this really what you have to hang your hat on? Is it So, as much as I would love to wrestle in front of all these horrible people, I want to wait until next week, Brian. I want to wait a whole week till next TRL to ruin your streak. I want to prove that you are just a comedy bit. You're not even the strongest person on a tag team with a 14-year-old. All you do is roll-ups and goofy spots and learn Brian Murphy from the world famous. All that ends next Friday. Every single night when you go to sleep, I want you to think about how you're not good enough to beat me. Because you're not, Brian. You will not beat me next week. You are going to.
Yes, he will! Yes, he will! Yes, he will!
I thought they would be on your side, and I know they will. But next Friday, Brian.
Jake, I have always respected your work. As a person, you leave a lot to be desired. I have been a fan of Jake Bailey's work ever since he came to the world-famous Monster Factory. Which is why next week, when I pin you with no roll-up, it is going to be that much more sweet when they say that the winner is Brian Murphy from the world-famous Monster Factory!
Brian, it looks like we have a big star-studded match for next week here on TRL. Brian Murphy putting that streak on the line against the Broad Street Bully, Jake Manley. And Manley leaning in there at the end and whispering something into Murphy's ear.
Yeah, I got to know what he said. Pete, do your job, and how about you leave me to do the rest of the show and go ahead and ask Brian Murphy what Jake just whispered to him. Huh?
Nah, I didn't want to. I got out of there. I don't need any more in-ring violence on me. You never know with Manley and Black what's going to happen, so.
Our following contest is scheduled for one fall.
You know, one of these days we're going to have a 2 out of 3 falls match, and he won't be able to
Introducing
save.
first, accompanied by Milton Mallow from Abington, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 185 pounds, Isaac Taylor.
Isaac Taylor and Milton Mallow. I'll tell you what, I've taken an interest in these two. I see some potential in them if they can just get out of their own way. And for Isaac Taylor tonight, a one-on-one matchup here with one of the hottest new stars here at the Monster Factory, Sebastian Valentino.
From Broadway, New Jersey, weighing in at 170 pounds, Sebastian Valentino.
You got to catch me up to speed here, Pete. What is this duo between Isaac Taylor and who?
So this is Milton Mallow. Mallow meaning bad, of course.
He looks familiar.
He does look familiar, and I've done some probing, and it's not who you think it is.
Oh, all right.
It's not who you think it is. Two totally different people,
All
Brian.
right. All right. I'll never bring it up again.
Just, especially don't bring it up to Milton Mallow as the bell rings here, and Isaac Taylor gets ready to square off. And look at that real quick. I guess he tried to poke him in the eye and missed. Oh!
Is that a palm strike or a poke to the eye?
That's with Isaac Taylor, it's hard to tell sometimes. Valentino now going into the corner. We see this from Sebastian out. Valentino, those knees in the corner, bringing Isaac Taylor out now. But Taylor reverses, sending Valentino across the ring. And look at how quick Sebastian Valentino is. Jeez. Going for that cover now. The 1 count, though.
Now these two have history. Am I wrong about that?
They have faced off before. Valentino coming out the winner there.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Rolling up now. 2.
Oh.
Meteor there. 2. Some version of it there. Therefore.
We've seen Sebastian Valentino hit that Meteora from the top rope, the second rope, and now to a seated opponent.
And right now,
Oh, look
for Isaac Taylor, just being owned by Sebastian Valentino as Milton Mallow has some words with the referee.
Milton Malo getting into this match. Uh-oh.
Valentino now coming outside to deal with Milton Malo and takes him down.
Oh my God.
Milton down on the ground, and he's just beaten away.
Don't knock over our VIP area, guys. Come on.
Meanwhile, Isaac Taylor in the ring as Valentino greets the ringside fans. And Valentino now climbing up onto that top rope. Isaac Taylor playing a little possum there.
Just enough time to recover for Isaac Taylor. Milton Malo may have done his job.
Just like the Broad Street Bullies earlier. Taking Valentino down the hard way, sending him down. Oh! Offensive struggle here, and now 2, 3.
Whoa!
Here is your winner, Isaac Taylor.
When Isaac Taylor wakes up, hopefully Milton Malo will tell him that he won the match.
Isaac Taylor and his new amigo, how about that?
That works.
Milton Malo coming up victorious?
Like I said, I see potential in these two. They're just missing. They're missing that one final spark, I think, that could help them get on track. There's talent there, but it's undisciplined. But I guess this is a little bit of an upset here, as Isaac Taylor has beaten Sebastian Valentino, and of course they are taunting him with that loser, that L that they love to make.
That was a lot for, what was that, only a 2-minute match?
That's a lot going
a lot
on
of
there.
Action.
Lot happening there. But it is main event time now.
It is now time for your main event of
Thank-
the evening.
Thank you, Devlin Ridley, for confirming what I just said.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the Wrestling's #1 angel, the notorious Mimi.
Now, what is going through Mimi's mind? Travis Jacobs, her tag team partner and boyfriend, is nowhere to be found. He was snatched up last Saturday by the Body Snatchers, and it looks, I saw this video on social media, Pete, looks like he's been dumped somewhere in the wilderness.
And her opponent,
They didn't take him to Delaware like they took you
Oh, God, don't get me started.
back in the day. But yeah, Travis Jacobs just dumped in the middle of the wilderness after being snatched at the Larry Sharpe Memorial Cup last week in the final, the match where Nick Petit overcame Mike Z and won the Monster Factory Championship.
from the place of living life, weighing in at 165 pounds, accompanied to the ring by the scumbag God of Deathblood, representing the Body Snatchers, one half of the tag team champion, Marvelous.
So if you notice, Brian, when Mimi came out, the wings are gone. Wrestling's angel has fallen, if you will, into darkness after brutal attacks on Stevie Brooks, brutal attacks on Christian Darling. A new attitude for Mimi and a new penchant for violence.
Well, that's what comes with maturing in professional wrestling. I, too, started out as the guy that tried to make everybody happy, the guy that tried to do everything in the ring for the fans first and foremost. And when I put all that behind me, I had never seen success like that before. That's exactly what Mimi's doing here. Mimi and Travis Jacobs, if, of course, we find Travis Jacobs.
Okay, whoa, fast start from Mimi, just taking Marvelous to task with the drop kick there, and now just clubbing away on one half of the Monster Factory Tag Team Champions. Oh no, Mini Marvelous. Don't do it, it's Mini Marv. No! Mimi now with Marvelous on her shoulders.
The regular size Marvelous.
Regular size Marvelous. Oh. Arm drag there from Marvelous. See the strikes now from Marvelous and the speed. Oh. just taking it to Mimi.
I have been on the receiving end of that combination, and you don't know what hits you. Uh-oh, look
Mimi
out.
now prone in the corner. Here comes Marvelous. Oh! Lands those knees in the corner, now dragging Wrestling's Angel
It's over right here,
out of the
Pete.
corner, and Marvelous going up top. This could be it real fast.
Oh,
Mimi, though, out of the way. Oh, handful of hair, taking Marvelous down. Mimi certainly at a disadvantage here with Travis not around and the Gata Dabod lurking on the outside.
it's rare you see Mimi in a situation where she does not have the advantage in terms of the managerial accompaniment of Travis Jacobs.
Well, it's not just Travis Jacobs. I mean, Travis Jacobs is already an imposing physical presence, but now he carries around, have you seen that gigantic, massive chain that he brings with him to the ring that he has weaponized time and time again, and now Mimi going for a cover. Marvelous is out at 2, but this new dangerous attitude from the the Heavenly Icons, making life hell on earth for the Body Snatchers and any other tag team that gets in their way.
Right about Travis Jacobs tried to utilize that chain in order to win the Larry Sharp Memorial Cup. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Pete, I think I saw Mimi come out with a chain of her own today.
You are quite correct. Both of these two, with this new attitude, willing to do whatever it takes to win. Mimi trying to go for the count there.
Jeez.
The knees.
See all these counters early on, Pete. These two know each other so well. Used to be best of friends, have traveled the roads together, and now find themselves on opposite sides of this contest.
That's the issues between the Heavenly Icons and the Body Snatchers. There will be no conga lines tonight. There will be no gold lame, just violence. It's Mimi now grabbing a hold of Marvelous by the head. Oh! Driving his back into that solid steel, unforgiving ring post.
Oh,
Now look at this.
Wow.
Using her leg there, getting the leverage, just doing the damage to Marvelous's lower back.
Whoa, and a shot to the god of dad bod. Whoa. I've had the displeasure of facing Mimi in one of the most brutal matches in Monster Factory history, and when she turns that switch on, that brutalizing, maniacal, no mercy attitude, she is as dangerous as anybody in that ring.
We see that now as she takes down Marvelous with that clothesline. Gata Dabod trying to inspire Marvelous to come back here in this match, what's been all Mimi the last couple minutes here.
In a past life, I think the god of Dadbod would have had no problem getting Marvelous disqualified. Oh my God.
Chops there from Mimi. And Marvelous just asking for more.
It's going to sound silly, but Marvelous did not become one half of the Monster Factory Tag Team Champions by being the smartest one in the ring. Asking for another chop, I think, exemplifies that. He is as talented as they come, but asking for another chop from the notorious Mimi?
I don't think he's going to be asking for another boot to the face after getting that first one there. We have knocked him silly. Mimi sends him into the ropes, goes for another one and misses.
Whoa.
Oof.
And look at that again. The hair again, Pete. That's why I cut mine short.
Makes sense if you're going to be, his hair looks great. I mean, let's be honest here. I'm jealous of it. I can't grow it like that anymore. But yeah, definitely a disadvantage in the wrestling ring. As Mimi now, with Marvelous on her shoulders, what devious intent does she have as she scales these ropes here? If she hits whatever this is, Marvelous could be finished.
Strength of Mimi to take Marvelous up to the top rope in that fireman's carry position.
Oh! Devastating powerbomb there. Both competitors now down and out. But for Marvelous, this is the opening, Brian. He really needs to get back into this match.
Oh, wait a second! It's Travis. It's a miracle, Pete. Travis Jacobs has returned from the wilderness.
Must have had a GPS on his phone or something, made his way back.
Man, maybe he's as shocked as anybody. Oh, wait a second.
Things quickly devolving here as primetime Christian Darling has made his way out. Meanwhile, we still have a main event match going on in the ring as Darling and Jacobs fighting on the outside.
Oh,
Oh, it's the God Dose. The God of Dad Bodies slapped the God Dose on. Oh, no! That, look, you don't want to be primetime Christian Darling right now. And now these two back and forth.
Oh, and Mimi's loving it. This issue between the Heavenly Icons and both of these teams, the Body Snatchers, Christian Darling and Stevie Brooks. Oh, wait a minute, and there goes Travis Jacobs, and they're both out of here.
Jacobs is gone now, and here comes Marvelous waiting. Oh! Mimi's head hitting hard on that top turnbuckle. Marvelous just hit her full on, and now taking her down again. Jeez. Strikes from Marvelous, blocks from Mimi. Oof!
Big European uppercut. Oh! Oh my gosh.
Picking up Mimi now. Oh, buckle bomb. And now for Marvelous, taking over, snaps up Mimi, beautiful. Going for that cover, 2.
Falcon's Arrow perfectly executed by Marvelous. What a main event we have here on episode 53 of Total Wrestling Live.
Marvelous, so dangerous in that ring, showcasing all of his abilities and talents here tonight.
Whoa.
As Mimi now.
Looking for that tilt-a-whirl stunner that he's hit on so many opponents.
And now Mimi draping Marvelous off the ropes. Going for that 610 and hits it. Straight out of Chester County, going for the cover, 2. And Marvelous kicking out.
That move has won so many championships throughout the world of professional wrestling, and Marvelous having the wherewithal somehow to get his shoulders off the mat.
Mimi now a little bit of frustration perhaps setting in as she just starts clubbing away on Marvelous. Both these competitors going at it 100%, of course. Their issues will certainly be solved later on in a tag team match, you'd have to think.
Whoa.
Wait, what's Marvelous got there? Oh!
Leg trap German suplex. Oh no, he's not looking for that destroyer, that springboard destroyer, is he?
The Marvelous Destroyer, but Mimi catches him. Kick to the midsection now, going for the cover. 1, 2. And Marvelous, whether it be by instinct or ring smarts, gets the foot on the bottom rope there, breaking the count.
That devastating spinning heel kick from Mimi caught Marvelous in the stomach. I'm sure it's just as devastating. Oh, but not as devastating as this, Pete, I guarantee you.
Hey, Stevie Brooks is out now. Mimi has that chain. Stevie Brooks now, these two used to be friends, but I don't think that's the case anymore. Oh, no! Oh! Right in the dark matter now.
Oh, no.
And referee now, 1, 2, and Mimi gets the win.
Referee didn't see a thing.
Here's your winner, the notorious Mimi.
Stevie Brooks coming out to prevent Mimi from doing something inappropriate with that chain.
Stevie, what are you doing?
And inadvertently allowing Mimi
wait a second.
to inflict some damage on Marvelous that ended up costing Marvelous the match.
But Stevie has the chain, Pete.
Oh, and Mimi she just knocked Mimi into tomorrow. Amazing action here tonight, Brian, on TRL 53.
Pete, how the hell is this issue between the Body Snatchers, the Heavenly Icons, and Christian Darling and Stevie Brooks ever going to be resolved?
I'm thinking Texas Tornado tag team match might, why not? Let them tear each other apart perhaps, but time will tell, Brian. That's what happens. But meanwhile, Mimi now sending Mimi in. Oh! Mimi just rolling and hitting the floor with a thud. Stevie Brooks standing tall here as we wrap up episode 53 of TRL. For the Wonder Boy, Brian Morris, I'm Cowboy Pete Carter. Thanks so much. We'll catch you here next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out to another episode of TRL. While our show may be over, we'll see you next week.